In the same way, I think leaders have to be careful because we live in a complex world. We do. I mean, they're coming off of the Cold War. The Army War College came up with an acronym to describe world conditions at that time, and the acronym was VUCA, VUCA. And today, if you research it, there's VUCA training. It's very popular in Europe. It's now beginning to come to the States. But VUCA stands for volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity. Volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and I don't know about you, but I think that adequately conveys exactly what we're experiencing in our workaday world now, because those same issues are present. But here's what I think. In order to combat the complexity and the ambiguity, we have to be clear, concise, and compelling. So as leaders, we have to make sure that we're on point when it comes to our messaging. There's too much ambiguity in the world. There's too much uncertainty. There's too much volatility. And a good leader knows how to clearly and concisely convey a message that will rally his troops. Now, I learned this a long time ago. My kids are grown. They're out of the roost. We're empty nesters. But I used to coach my kids in sports all the time. And when you coach a bunch of fourth graders in basketball, you learn very quickly that when you call a timeout and you bring them over to the bench, you can only tell them to do one thing at a time. One thing. You can't tell them, you can't give them three or four or five instructions because they'll get glassy eyed within a matter of seconds. You send them out, you bring them over to the sideline, you kneel down, you get on their eye level, and you say this: pass the ball three times before you shoot. That's all I want you to do. Pass the ball three times. And hopefully by the third time, you're hitting somebody that's open. But if you give them four or five or six different things to do on the court, they won't do any of them because they can't remember. They're confused. And we have a workforce, I think, that's confused because we send all kinds of mixed messages to them. I just got through doing some work with a company that's in the utility space, and their mantra is safety first, safety first, safety first, safety first. But when there's a power outage, we got to get it done. We got to get it done. We got to get it done. We got to get it fixed. So, okay, what is it? Are you saying that it's okay to miss a deadline or take longer to get the supply back in order in a safe way? Or are you saying, no, we want you to get it done now and short circuit safety protocols? You can't have it both ways. So which way is it? And we send mixed messages to the workforce all the time.